For some men, I want to say they are intimidated by the fact that I make a certain amount of money.
I've dated bald guys. I've dated guys with hair. I've dated black guys. I've dated white guys. I've dated Asian guys. It's like, it just doesn't matter. It's who you are.
If you can't afford me, go find somebody in your price range because
But also
I'm not going to change my lifestyle for
it also because your relationship will end most of the time, not always.
Like I always say, women are women first. It doesn't matter where you are in the world, and doesn't matter what degree or profession she has. First and foremost, she is a woman. And if you're looking for the truth about women, sex workers are one of the best professions to find it. We've made a compilation of adult content creators exposing some of the harshest truths about dating and relationships. Lock in and you'll find many reasons why men flock to the Manosphere and why this space will only grow bigger from here. Let's get into it.
Ain't that a man?
How are you meeting guys to date? On the apps?
No.
just go
So
out?
unfortunately, I am banned from all apps.
Wait,
the
what?
minute I start an account, it's like I get flagged immediately or reported, and that's okay. I mean, I think it's a function. It's obviously a function of what I do. That's pretty common. So that's not an option for me. A lot of it does come through my DMs and through my friends.
I was gonna say, do you ever have people DMing you to like date you, or is it mostly content?
I mean, it's everything. I get everything across the board. The people asking to date me are actually very sweet.
Where OnlyFriends has made it so easy to where it's like I could quit mainstream and just do that.
That's
with
what
my
I was
partner.
going to ask you. So if you were to find a guy who was like not okay with you doing scenes with other people,
I would not be okay with him. I would just leave. Bye. Because there's
Yeah.
someone else. You know how many people ask me to marry them?
Yeah.
In my DMs?
Yeah.
So there's someone out there in my DMs that probably would marry me.
The main one is I see so many girls get into this industry for money or survival or whatever, and then have a point where they convince themselves they're not lovable. And so the number one thing I've had with every friend I've had in this industry is like, you are so lovable and there will be a person out there for you if that's what you want, that understands the choices you've made, that thinks they're sick, that if they were you, they would have done the same thing. That's completely possible.
I bet you get a lot of comments about that. So has anyone ever slid into your DMs where you actually were interested in them?
Yeah.
Really? Have you ever dated a follower or a fan?
Yeah, I have. And I'm hesitant when I say that because that makes some of these more outlandish people think that they have a chance.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool your jets, you guys.
Yeah.
It's very rare. It's very rare, and it has to line up perfectly.
Which to me, I'm like, if you're thinking this and you're doing this, there's going to be other people out there that think and view the world the same way you do and have the same value system that you do.
Yeah.
And to hold out for those people and not fall for all the other people that, you know, maybe start dating you and then say you're sinning and try and change you, try to get you to quit. That whole thing.
I mean, it's so frustrating.
It's an epidemic in our industry.
It's so frustrating to me, like the guys who see a woman's value in their body count, you know, and you're only like high value as a woman as if you've like saved yourself for like this one person. But it's like the guys don't have to do that.
I'm just like, those guys then should just date the girls that do that. But once they start trying to come into the industry or trying to like seduce a girl that's in the industry and then try and get her out of it and then shame her for it.
Yeah.
It's just like, mate with your people.
Yeah.
We'll mate with our people.
If you think the average woman has an abundance of attention, these adult content creators have so much attention, they're literally charging admission for the privilege of being ignored. And the simp jutsu masters are happily paying the monthly fee. Welcome to the future, gentlemen, where a woman can have an abundance of attention 24/7 from the comfort of her couch and a smartphone. If a woman doing business that's still perceived as immoral by many in the world gets flooded with attention from men willing to marry her, what do you think that does to her psyche? Check this out.
has fame made dating easier or more complicated?
50-50. I feel like I have a lot of options, but also for some men, I want to say they are intimidated by the fact that I make a certain amount of money. Not really with my career. I feel like it's probably a lot easier to date now than it was back then because I'm more visible to the world. So like people are like, hey, look at me, like I'm single or something, you know. But
I think some guys are just intrigued. They're interested, not in the sexual aspect, but in the aspect of like, well, how's that gonna work with us, you know?
I bet they have to be super secure, right?
I think so. Yeah, super secure, but also like it's in my nature to make my partner feel secure.
I'm successful on my own. I just want somebody who's gonna be kind, support me, because the way my job is, like a lot of girls have issues. Girls always ask me like, oh, how is it dating? Like, do you have issues with that? Honestly, I don't have issues with that because I don't put up with it.
Yeah.
Like anybody who is gonna give me even the slightest bit of a problem in the beginning, I'm immediately like, okay, I'm not even gonna explore this any further because this is my life, this is my job, this is my career, this is what I love to do.
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna change my whole life for you, and I'm not the type of woman to be like dependent on a man. Like I like to have all my own things. I don't wait on anybody for anything. So
Exactly.
like even if you're willing to pay my bills, like I don't care.
This is the paradox. These women have massive romantic supply, but a specific kind of man self-selects out. Did you notice none of these women are apologetic about what they're doing? They made the choice to be in this industry, and they have no issue telling men they have no interest in leaving it anytime soon. Why? Because they love the money and attention that comes with it. And their nature doesn't trigger a quote-unquote, I should take care of a man, or quote-unquote, I need to build with a man mindset. Check this out.
I definitely like a traditional man. You know, let me take you out, let me take you to dinner and, you know, talk.
I love being spoiled.
Oh, me too.
You know, I love
too.
to be spoiled.
Like I have my own money,
He's
but
not
I
looking.
also like, I feel like it has to do with, the self-respect for yourself, because you're not going to be with a broke guy. And not wanting to be with a broke guy doesn't make you a gold digger. It makes you a woman who, if you can't afford me, go find somebody in your price range, because
But also
I'm not
it
going to
shows-
change my lifestyle for
It also
So what does it take for a man to land a woman like you?
Yeah. Oh, it's tough. I don't know. I think I struggle to answer that question because all of my exes are very different. But I guess the commonality is that they're smart, they're successful, they're funny, and they're obsessed with me. You know, it's kind of across the board of what they do and and I've always dated older. You know, I mean, when I've dated younger, it doesn't last very long. I think, because I think behind the scenes, I'm not as like fun as people think I am.
As a young creator that didn't know what she was doing, and I know there's situations where it works. I would say the majority it doesn't. If you're supporting your male partner, especially when you're 22 and they're 35, don't do that. It's never going to end well. It's not going to end well.
Yeah.
You need to be with somebody that's as ambitious as you, that's working as hard as you. And some people do really well combining their work, but the best couples and creators I've seen in this industry, even if they still work in it or don't, they also have abilities to make money themselves.
What are some other qualities in a man that you like?
Chivalry for sure. Opening doors for me, being a gentleman, surprises randomly. Like I don't want to get flowers on V-Day. I want to get flowers on a random Tuesday, that you're thinking about me and just being there for me, emotionally. How's your day? Good morning. A supportive partner. It's really honestly a big thing.
Only women can be strong and independent by being a sex worker and ask for a chivalrous man with a straight face. You can't make this stuff up. And yes, that's me laughing my ass off in the background because my mic was on again.
Being a gentleman.
This behavior, women dating up based on socioeconomic status, is documented worldwide. It's no different for adult content creators because they are women first. Their hypergamous nature doesn't let them feel attraction for men of lower socioeconomic status. And the simp jutsu masters aren't helping, flooding them with DMs and giving them zero reason to lower the bar. Of course, she has no problem asking for chivalry. There are enough simp jutsu masters lined up to provide it.
But it's just more of like, I want to stop when I want to stop.
Yeah.
And I don't like being controlled.
Yeah.
And when you're the oldest in the household, you're kind of like bossy.
Yeah.
So I have to be with a guy who's a little submissive.
Yeah.
Are you looking to get married and have kids? What are you looking for?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's not something that I'm like dying for, but am I open to it? Yeah. I am a bit of a feminist, so I just don't think marriage in the traditional sense benefits women anymore in this day and age. So it's you know, I like the symbolism of it. I think it's really sweet and romantic, but it's not a have to.
Like, yeah, because I don't know why, but I mean, I'm not complaining.
Yeah.
But I think I do want to get to a point in my career eventually, maybe where I actually have a kid and then become a MILF.
Yeah.
I also decline roles where it's like housewife and because
Why?
I'm not a MILF. I mean, I have cats, but that doesn't count.
Would you be open to being a stay-at-home mom, like a trad wife?
No,
not your cup of tea?
I think I love to work and I love to be busy. And yes, being a mom is both of those things in a different sense. But I think being a stay-at-home would be hard on me.
Would you still do content, the same type of content? Or would you be willing to give it up a little bit?
I don't know, and that's probably why I haven't like formed full thoughts around this topic, because I love what I do and I'm not looking for anyone to save me or take me away from it. But when you talk about children, there's a level of appropriateness that is vital, and you know, I just don't know how I would navigate that. And if I don't know, then the answer is no.
It's interesting to see these women entertain the idea of marriage and motherhood, despite the industry they're in. Not a surprise. Women love to stay in a state of constant recalibration. Flexibility is the game. If she goes broke tomorrow, she won't hesitate to be a housewife if that's what survival requires. Quick note, these are the success stories. Most who try this industry don't make it. And when the money doesn't come, the independence talk changes fast.
But, I mean, my husband and I, we were both married before, and like our partners sort of like lived off of us. So for us, before we even met, we were like, we really want someone who's independent, like in their own
good
career.
Insight on this.
Yes, absolutely. And that was like so important to me and to him. And he works in a completely different industry, like not even close. And I mean, I love him to death, but if I worked with him, I'd fucking murder him.
I know.
I'd throw him out the window. Like, there's no way we could work together. It would be absolutely toxic.
I think,
yeah, because I don't have time for that.
Yeah.
I number one, I like the phrase, I don't like to shit where I eat. And I feel like people that have relationships in this industry, it's very messy. There are a few exceptions. I have a few friends where both of them are performers, but they've been together for years, you know, like it works. Like everybody else, it's just drama.
And now, have you ever dated a subscriber or no?
No, I think that crosses a line a little bit because I appreciate being a fantasy for a lot of people.
Smart.
So if I have to pull back the curtain and show you all of me that's not a fantasy, it makes me uncomfortable. Because if you're a fan, you've already built me up in your head to be one thing. So I need people in my life close to me. I like to date people that aren't familiar with what I do, or maybe like, oh yeah, I saw you in this one thing, but if they're a full-on fan, it's uncomfortable for me.
Would you ever date a fan?
I would.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely.
Tell us more.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a couple of really, really amazing fans that have showered me with gifts and just been really amazing. I've gone on a date with one, and it was a really great experience, actually. Really, really sweet guy. I would definitely date more.
This is interesting because it's psychological. Check this out.
But yeah, there's relationships I think it's just an absolute epidemic, the amount of unhealthy relationships I've seen in our industry. There's some healthy ones that are like beacons for me. And I think for a lot of girls of like, oh, I'm lovable and I can find a partner that either works in this industry or doesn't, but supports me, understands that the sex I have for work isn't the same as the sex I have in my personal life. And
there are levels to this booty tap dancing. In our breakdown of former sex worker Coral Osborne, she explains how men paid her to sleep with them because their wives wouldn't, while still loving their wives deeply. The wife can never know because she'll experience it as betrayal, even though nothing happened with her own husband. That's the complexity of human desire. Jealousy, possessiveness, dominance, and control are real things. The woman who does date fans clearly enjoys the special attention, but she never said she'd actually be in a relationship with one. There are levels to this.
Just seeing how many people that's happened to, like once they do try and break up with their partner that's ingrained in their business in any way, they feel super entitled to the money and to what you built. And I've cautioned so many girls against it. I've cautioned so many where I've like sent them contracts that I used, and I was like, if you're gonna film with your partner, you need to set up a payment schedule and a like notarized contract, because even it's like a prenup. Actually, it's almost like I'm telling them get a freaking prenup, because your relationship will end most of the time, not always, because some people do have great relationships. But if you are going to go into it really smart, because this is content that you could sell until you're 95 years old. This is you putting your body on the internet, no one else. And so it's just protect yourself.
Wait, what did she just say?
So it's just protect yourself.
This is pure gold. Yes, yes. This is why you see the red armor and shield, gentlemen. It's to remind you to protect yourself at all times. Piata! This is why this space keeps growing, because the pattern of a spouse taking your money is not foreign to men. So listen to a woman explain exactly what we've been advocating in this space for years.
You know, I like to date people that aren't complete strangers. Otherwise, I take it really slow, and I think that's like frustrating for guys. Like, you cannot come over to my house, you cannot pick me up, I don't want to give you my phone number for like a while. You know, because I think that's also kind of a problem with what I do, is a lot of guys see it as like a novelty, and I need to make sure we can like get past that, so that you don't abuse that. Like, if I give you my number and you like put it out there, that would be devastating for me. So there's a lot of trust involved, and I you know, people that I do let in pretty quickly, I always make them sign an NDA.
Smart. Nowadays with social media and TikTok and the way that people just rant online, I feel like you have to.
Yeah, not only that, but I always think about my family. You know, they're not consenting to be under the same lens that I'm under. So, you know, if you want to talk about my family, I need to know that you're not going to hurt them, you know, and I need some legal recourse on that. So,
and I feel like it's probably a good gauge. Like, if a guy refuses to sign an NDA or throws a fit over it, it's probably like the trash taking
What are his
out.
intentions?
Well, yeah, what are his intentions, but it's also what are my intentions. And I think anytime I've asked someone to sign an NDA, there's kind of a scoff of like, dude, I would never hurt you. I would never put your business out there. And I'm like, thank you, so sign it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and they do. I've never had anybody say no. And I've always offered, well, I'll sign one for you too, if you want. So, because if anybody, I mean, you can rant online all you want, but I'm the one with a platform.
That's
so
true.
if you should be scared, you should probably be more scared of me. But luckily, I keep all of my stuff private now. I mean, I've had some things get out.
This is the conversation we have in this space, gentlemen, but somehow it's toxic when men discuss protecting their assets. When women do it, it's empowered and smart. This is the system working against men, because women are the biggest consumers in Western society. And the last thing that system wants is women without money in their pockets. Money that's supposed to keep flowing back into it.
Yeah. I mean, I went through something similar with my ex-husband. He did some filming for me, like, you know, some behind the scenes and some of the shoots that I did. He didn't do that much work for me. And then when we split up, and, you know, I've, like I said, I've been in the industry a long time, but I started my business, my own independent business, like a year before we met. But like, I'd built my brand and my name kind of before that. And he tried to claim half of my business. And I was like, and my lawyer was like, you should have had him sign an independent contractor's agreement, and you should have paid him like, you should have paid him.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And then he has no claim to it, but I didn't.
That is what it's like. Even
it
you
was
have
like,
a story.
oh, I have
Everyone
free
has
labor,
a story.
and it ended up like,
and they're like
biting me in the
boyfriends.
ass.
They're like, no, or they're just like, oh, pay. I mean, I got into it. I got like trapped into just. They're like, I don't want money. I just want like just pay for everything. You know?
Yeah.
Just like, I'll just work for you now. Just pay for everything, and it's so much better. It might be annoying and not romantic, but like pay them.
Yes.
So that you are protected.
Yes.
It's crazy even you have a story. Like everybody I talk to has a story.
Yeah. No, it's awful.
So we need to start protecting ourselves against that.
Different women, different platforms, different states, different backgrounds, different bank accounts. Same lesson. Women are women first. The industry didn't change her. The audience didn't change her. Access to more money and more attention than most men will see in a lifetime didn't change her either. She still wants a man to open the door. She still wants a man to pay. She still wants a man who's doing better than the 1,000 Simjutsu masters flooding her DMs asking to marry her. And when it comes to protecting what she's built, she doesn't ask permission. She calls a lawyer. She signs an NDA. She tells her fans, in her own words, to get it notarized. Nobody calls that cold. Nobody calls that bitter. Nobody tells her she's insecure for asking. Say the same thing as a man. Ask a woman to sign something before you build a life together, and suddenly you're the villain of the group chat. These women just said the quiet part out loud on camera without a Manosphere script in front of them. That's not a coincidence across 5 separate interviews. That's biology and economics agreeing with each other, whether anybody in the comments wants them to or not. And that's exactly why this space keeps growing. The truth doesn't need permission from anybody. It just needs someone willing to say it. These women already did. Listen to all, follow none.
Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.